Hi guys, I hope you're well. It's currently Sunday the 30th of August 2020 and welcome to week 242 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I finally corrected last year's mistake, that massive 28.5 pound Christmas weight gain, while I lost the last half a pound or 0.2 kilogram of it last week. Finally, which saw my body mass index go from 47.3 down to 47.2. Just like I always do, I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,377 compared to the previous week at 2,388. It has reduced slightly. It's within my 2,500 calorie allowance, which is the most important thing. My weekend calorie consumption, as we all know, I recently reduced it down to 2,700 for the Saturday and Sunday, but I went 52 calories over it last Sunday, and I think I went 62 or 63 calories over it yesterday. So I haven't achieved, again, my 2,700 for the weekend, which I'm still working on it, but it's still a dramatic improvement compared to where I used to be. My fluid consumption has increased above target, which I was working on, to 3,550 millilitres, where my target being 3,500 millilitres as an average for the week. So that goal has been achieved after 2 weeks of trying. Let's move on to my activity levels in the form of my step count, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 8,836 compared to the previous week at 10,762. It's quite obviously reduced below my 10,000 mark average goal. The main reasons for this were last Friday and Saturday. The weather was awful. It was tipping it down, and I just didn't want to get wet because I got wet earlier in the week when I got caught out by the rain again. It's just been a really damp, rainy week, and the heavens truly opened on Friday. So I tried to compensate by doing additional weight training at home to make up for the fact I haven't done my step count this week. So I'm hoping that isn't going to be too much of a problem on the way in. I do need to point out throughout this past week though, I have obviously increased my fluid consumption, and I have had this bloatedness feeling for most of the week. So I'm hoping that's not going to cause too much of a problem as well. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more weight. So here it is guys, here's my weigh-in. I weigh 162 kilograms, which is 357.2 pounds, or 25 stone 7.2 pounds. This means in the last week I've seen a gain of 1 pound, or 0.4 kilogram. But if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slim World, you can see this right here. At Slim World this week, I also saw a gain of 1 pound or 0.4 kilogram. This week's result isn't ideal. I was really hoping that I would be able to break into new ground this week, but I'm guessing the bloatedness feeling, which I'm attributing to maybe water retention, is to blame, or the main factor behind this 1 pound weight gain this week. My calories have been pretty much on point. My activities have been reduced, but I tried to make up for the fact that I've had a reduced step count by doing some additional weights training as well, mainly dumbbells for my chest and back, etc. But that's this week's result. The only thing I can do is put it behind me and work towards next week's result. Based on this week's weight gain, it sees my body mass index go from 47.2 up to 47.3, and if you look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 64.3% complete, and after the gain it goes down to 62.9% complete. So in the 242 2 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 184 pounds, which is 83.5 kilograms or 13 stone, 2 pounds. Next week, I'm really going to try and push the boat out and aim for a 4 or 5 pound weight loss. I'm going to review my meal plan this coming week, make sure that it maybe back to basics on the Slim World plan, try and do an absolute perfect week. And activity wise, maybe do a bit more activity at home, maybe some press ups, sit ups, those type of things, as well as doing my weight training using the dumbbells on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Of course, I've still got to stick to my step count, making sure I hit that 10,000 step mark average for the week. So that's the aim this coming week. And of course, my calorie consumption regards to a weekend, I need to stick to the 2,700. Don't go over it by any amount. I've not achieved it since setting it 2 weeks ago. Granted, I've gone over it only slightly, but I would really love to be able to say that I've stuck within it. So hopefully all of this combined, we'll see a pretty decent weight loss next week. And I'll be able to say I'll have broken into new ground. That's my hope anyway. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means, subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.